Okay, here's hint number 2. The question you are being asked is, what is the first step to be able to solve this equation? And as I hope you recall, your goal when you are trying to solve an equation is that you are trying to get one single x isolated all by itself on one side of the equal sign or balance beam, whichever part you're talking about. Well, clearly right now, this x has all kinds of little friends over here with him, so he is definitely not isolated. So we got to get rid of some stuff. So some people think that, oh, well, I'll just, start off by getting rid of a couple of those x's. But here's the problem. Hopefully you remember from our review videos that because of the properties of equality, if I do something to one side of my equal sign, I have to do it to the other side of my equal sign as well. And right now, if I take away a couple of x's over here, I have to be able to take away x's from the right side of my balance beam too, and I don't have any x's to take away. So I got to look from something that I can do on both sides. And I do have numbers on both sides of my balance beam. So here I have 7, and I want to get rid of those 7 because, again, my goal, I want to get this x all by himself. So to get that x by himself, or at least take the first step in the right direction, I'm going to get rid of that 7. That's a positive 7. So the opposite of a positive 7 is, of course, a minus 7. So I'm going to take away 7 from that side of my equal sign. And again, if I take away the 7, if I get rid of those 7 from the left-hand side, I also have to take away 7 from the right-hand side of my balance beam. And 16 minus 7 means that I'm going to have 9 left over there. So if I take away 7 from both sides, I should have 3 x's on the left side of my balance beam, and then I should have 9 left on the right side of my balance beam. So I'm going to make that adjustment right now on my model. I'm going to get rid of this 7. And I'm going to turn this 16 into a 9. As you can see. So now I have the model. I took away the 7. So now I've got 3x is equal to 9 because I took away 7 from both sides. So if I'm working with paper, like you guys are, those of you guys that are watching the video right now, I know that you guys are working with a paper that looks like this right here. Let me show you what you should be putting on your paper if you are doing it correctly. So let's say so the first step, now remember, you are not writing down what I am writing down because I am solving a completely different problem than you are solving right now. But if you were solving my problem, you would type right here in this box, the first step that I did. What was my first step? I subtracted 7 from both sides, and then my sketch could look like a couple of different things. I'm going to do the simplest thing, and I'm just going to draw my 3 x's on the left side of my balance beam, and then I'm going to draw a box with a 9 on the right side of my balance beam. So remember, you are not copying down what I just did. I'm giving you a hint to help you to be able to see whether or not you can now take this example and apply it to the question that you are working on. So now take your equation and try to figure out what the first step would be based on this example.